There's no way it could be his piece of paper, right? Because she's been holding the box the whole time. But when I open this up, if this is your piece of paper with your info, I want you to say a really big ooh. Ready? Is that your piece of paper? Ooh. It is. Give Fernando a big round of applause. I'll take the money back. Now listen. This has all your personal information on, so I want you to shred this later. Don't let anyone get their hands on it. Take a bow, Fernando. Give him a round of applause. He did a good job. Now, why is it not a good idea? Why is it a bad idea to have your personal information floating around? Hands up if you've ever heard of identity theft. Yeah, identity theft. What that is someone else gets hold of your information, your name, your address, your date of birth, maybe even your social security number, and then they can pretend to be you. So, yeah. When a screen pops up while you're on your computer and says, you've won a free iPad, all you need to do is type in your name, address, and social security number. Stop. You need to think before you click. In fact, that's such an important phrase. I want to hear you say it. You've got to think before you click. Do you have the Ace of Spades?
Yes, James, I have it.
Do you have the Ace of Spades?
Yes, James, I have it.
I don't think he does have it. Let me see your card. No, he doesn't. Give him a round of applause. Go sit down. Well done. Do you have the Ace of Spades?
Yes, James, I have it.
She's good. I think she might. Do you have when you're online and you're typing to someone, you're texting with them perhaps, you can't see them. You've no way of knowing if they're telling the truth or not. When you guys were at elementary school, did you do stranger danger? Do you remember that? You were taught that if some guy drives up and says, hey kids, you want to see my puppy? What do you say? No. Then you go, then you tell. Remember no go tell at elementary school? Well now what happens is people go online pretending to be other people. So you have to be very, very careful. Before you reveal anything about yourself to someone online, what do you got to do? Think before you click. Have you met her before?
No.
Oh, shake hands, say nice to meet you. Go on, don't leave the man hanging. Don't worry, there's always the second date. Okay. I'm going to give you both of these to hold on to. Hold into your hand, squeeze tightly, put the other hand on top. Very good. That's it, on top like that. Now, could I have your left hand, please? Left hand, there we go. And put that underneath here like this. Right hand on top, very good, like this. Now, listen. Whatever you do, don't kiss her. Hang on a second. Oftentimes, when you're online and texting, you might not mean to be mean, if that makes sense. It's not your intention to make someone feel bad. Remember when we were playing the lying game and I could see their reactions? Well, the same thing happens if I'm having a bit of fun. I had two great kids up here, and I was being a little bit mean to them. I was saying, oh, don't kiss her, and they're going to get married. Was I bullying them? No, I wasn't bullying. One of the things of bullying is it has to be repeated. It goes on and on and on. Plus, was I teasing them a little bit? I may have been teasing them. I'll give you that, I was teasing, but my intention was to have good fun. And what's important is I could see the reaction. I could see how they were doing. I could see them both smiling. I wasn't going to push it too far, though, because I didn't want to upset either one of them. In fact, if I'd noticed that either one of them wasn't having fun anymore, I would have backed off and I would have stopped that. The problem is when you're communicating online, you can't always see the reaction. So I know oftentimes you don't intend to make someone feel bad, but just be aware. You've got to think before you click. Look in your hand like that. I want you to think of that word. Just think of that word in your mind. Don't tell anyone. We're going to do this one letter at a time. I just want you to send me the first letter, Brooke, from your mind to my mind. The first letter I'm getting, is it an H? Is it an O? A D? No. A P. H-O-P, K, E, no, I. H-O-P-K-I-N-S. Is it Hopkins? It's Hopkins. Give a round of applause. A very powerful mind. Go sit down. Now, when it comes to thinking up passwords, luckily, you don't have to be too worried about psychics finding out what they are. But one thing you do need to be aware of is you have passwords for a reason. When you log into something, it's important that it's... Here's what we're going to do, Brittany. You're just going to put your arm in there for me. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Oh, well, never mind. Put it in there. Very good. Make a fist, stick your thumb in the air and say, I'm okay. She didn't sound very sure, did she? Brittany, hold your thumb with your other hand, just in case it doesn't work. We don't want to go running around for your hand, okay? Now, I'm just going to put this napkin in case there's any blood. We don't want that floating over. Don't worry, Brittany. This isn't going to hurt me one little bit. Okay. On the count of 3, I'm going to slam the blade down. When I do, I want everyone to say, think before you click. Are you ready? 1, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, think before you click. It shouldn't have done that. You got to think before you click and sometimes not do what those people are telling you to do. Listen, technology is a wonderful thing. It's entertainment, great entertainment. It's educational. Oh, the things we can learn. And it's a wonderful form of communication. But with those benefits come risks, come dangers. We've talked about a few of them today. We talked about identity theft, sharing photos and texts that we don't want people to see. We talked about cyberbullying. But the good news is, with technology, we have the power. In order for something to happen, we have to physically push a button, click a mouse, or hit enter. That means we have the power to be safe. All we have to do is think before you... You've been a great audience today. Please give yourselves a round of applause.